Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. After being massively criticised by just about every general and admiral of the fleet that we have in this country, Starmer says he's going to, quote, engage with them. What does this mean? Well, nobody really knows. But he was at PMQs back on Wednesday and he was asked about this. And Stuart Anderson, who's a veteran MP, raised the unprecedented intervention by these generals. And at that point, Starmer waffled on. However, subsequently, there's been a press announcement come out of Number 10. He's trying to clarify everything, make it sound as though he knows what he's doing. And it's not very good. But with the generals basically criticising him on various fronts, not least of which cutting resources and funding, but also the main one being the up and coming vote on the Northern Ireland Troubles Bill, which is going to destroy any faith that the military have in their government. And of course, the thought of having IRA people on the panel is also something that's just destroying the trust. It's no wonder people don't really want to join the military anymore when they're going to get shafted by their own government. And as a veteran who's served, I'm going to say that does the Prime Minister really think that all these generals are wrong? Does he really think that the people of this country will want this? Does he think that the veterans of this country want this? And above all, does he think that the current serving men and women in our armed forces want this? The answer, my friends, is a resounding no. But, as I say, this press release came out, and it was basically it was saying that when former chiefs raise an issue, we will of course engage with them. He says, I respect their service. I don't think he does. And he says he respects their views. Again, I don't think he does. But he does say then that we're having to get rid of unlawful legislation and putting in place a system with clear rights and protections for veterans. Well, hang on. What do you mean by unlawful legislation? You mean the bill that Boris brought in that exempted these soldiers from being prosecuted? And he's calling that unlawful? What is he? Some kind of expert on this shit? Make me laugh. This is the man that wouldn't prosecute Savile. So I don't think I'll take any lessons from him on law. Thank you very much. But he says he wants to try and get the balance right. Well, let me tell you, he hasn't so far. And I don't think he's capable because of his inherent hatred for this country, its history, its culture, and above all, its armed forces. But hey, that's just me. You let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye.